Hey guys, it's the Helpful Dad again, continuing our series on gold and silver investing. Now, as always, I want to advise you, I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not giving you investment advice. You can and should make your own investment decisions. I'm only giving you my personal opinion. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, that's okay too. So today we're going to talk about whether we should own gold or whether we should own silver. I'd love to know your thoughts on that, and please add them to the comment sections. Let's have a good dialogue together. But for right now, let's start with gold. Why would we want to own gold versus silver? And again, we're going to focus on owning the physical gold coins or bars as opposed to just buying gold stocks or something like that. So gold, one of the nice things about it is it's actually a greater, you have the ability to have a greater concentration of your wealth in one gold coin. And what I mean by that is, it takes, let's say gold is $1,700 an ounce or something like that. One coin, $1,700. 10 coins, $17,000 you can store in just 10 coins, whereas it would take a heck of a lot of silver coins to be able to store that much wealth right there. That also means it's easier to hide it. It's easier to make it, to carry it around the world if you needed to, because you can store more of your wealth in a smaller area, so to speak. Hopefully that makes sense. Kind of on the side note, so to speak. Now, as a little aside, gold has a better durability of shine versus silver. What I mean by that is silver tends to tarnish easier. You'll want to avoid handling it because of the oils in your skin can make it, get dirty and tarnish. But on the other side of the coin is gold is a much softer metal, so it's easier to dent and scratch, whereas silver being more durable. That's just a little brief aside. I don't really think it's that important, but it is a difference. The other thing is, though, in terms of the price of gold, gold has a much more stable price history than silver. Silver tends to have very wild price fluctuations. Now, that could be a positive thing for you. If you're in it for just strictly the investment potential and you're not in it so much for the protection of wealth, then maybe silver is a positive thing for you and you want those wild price fluctuations. That's something to consider. But if you're looking for long-term stability and intrinsic value that just is much safer, gold would tend to be potentially a safer option right there. Now, one of the negatives of gold when you're buying it in the physical aspect of it is got a very big premium versus silver. You buy an ounce of gold, you could be looking at a $50, $70, $100 premium for that ounce, whereas one silver coin may only cost you $3 extra over the spot price. That's what the premium is, the amount you pay over the spot price that basically the dealer is able to keep for their profits. The other thing is, gold is a much higher cost. 1 ounce of gold is going to cost you, again, maybe $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 right now in 2012. Whereas, 1 ounce of silver, $30, maybe $35, something thereabouts. Now, you could go the route of buying fractional gold coins, 1/10 of an ounce or 1/2 an ounce, but they might seem to carry a lower premium, but if you add up the total cost of those premiums for one total ounce of gold, then you find it's a much more expensive way to do that. So if you're going to own gold coins, you may want to save up till you can get an actual full ounce so you can have a lower premium overall, even though it's still going to be higher than silver. So that's gold. Again, the big thing is you can concentrate more of your wealth in a smaller amount of space, so to speak, with those gold coins, and it's much more portable, so to speak. It's much more stable in terms of the price value, but it is a much more costly way to invest. So if you don't have a lot to invest, you may want to consider silver. And let's turn to silver. So why would we want to own silver, such as this U.S. Silver Eagle here? Well, first of all, compared to gold, one of the negatives is, again, like it takes a lot more silver coins to be able to store your wealth in that than it would for gold. Also, like we said, silver does tend to tarnish easily, but it is a more durable metal. But the wild card here is if you're in this for investment purposes, then you want the wild fluctuations of silver. You want it to go from $18 an ounce to $45 an ounce or even higher, and if you play options and you want the downside, opportunity to invest on the downside, then you want that as well too. So that could be the potential to make money up and down. But again, we're focusing on the physical gold coins, so let me get back to that. So again, the positives of these physical gold coins or the physical silver coins in this case is they carry a lower premium. If silver's $31 an ounce, maybe this U.S. Silver Eagle you can get for $35 total or something like that, $33 total. Again, it's much lower cost. 1 ounce of silver, $30 an ounce, 1 ounce of gold, $1,700. You also have the option to buy what we call junk silver, those old U.S. coins that actually used to have silver content in them. If there's some sort of a financial disaster and you actually need to be able to use silver to buy bread and milk and things like that, you're not going to want to pull out a gold coin. Even 1/10 of an ounce gold coin is something that would be too much. But you could use some of these junk silvers that have 40 or 90% silver content in them and actually be able to use them as cash. Now, some states already allow you to be able to use, silver and gold as legal tender, I believe. Possibly Utah, South Carolina, and a growing number of states are looking into that as well too. So there's the opportunity to have junk silver. There's the opportunity to just get, like we said, silver coins from around the world, like the U.S. Silver Eagle or the Canadian Maple Leaf, something like that. In addition, silver is used as an industrial metal. It's used in photography and other sorts of industrial productions. And so that actually causes the supply to potentially be affected by that, which would affect the price. So that's another thing that you want to understand about silver. And my understanding is there's a more limited supply of silver, and because of the additional demands on silver, that also contributes to its price fluctuations. So that's when we take a look at silver in terms of, like I said, some of the advantages of it. The main thing is, if you're trying to get it from a physical standpoint, you get it for a lot lower cost than gold and a lot lower premium over and above what the spot price is. But you have to understand much more wild fluctuations right there. So what should you do? Well, again, this is just my personal opinion in terms of what I do. You should make your own investment decisions. But I believe this, again, like with everything, have some sort of a combination. I like the ability to own silver and gold together. I like the ability that I can, concentrate a lot of my wealth in gold with a smaller amount, so it's much more portable, easier to hide or store, things of that nature. But I also like the fact that I can get a lot of silver coins, a lot of different coins from around the world. We have other videos that show you, gold and silver coins from around the world. Take a look at those. Let us know what you think. But I like, the aspect of being able to collect those things. Now, I don't want to pay a lot of extra money over and above the spot price for the opportunity to collect the different silver coins from around the world. But if I can store my wealth and have some beauty associated with it, I can get a lot more bang for my buck buying those silver coins than I could ever, buying those gold coins, even the fractional gold coins. So what I would say is, for a hedge against inflation and to protect your purchasing power, obviously you would want to have a good amount of gold there. But if you want that opportunity to be exposed to that potential investment risk, and you like the opportunity to be able to collect a lot of different types of coins, then the silver coins would probably be something you'd want to consider as well too. Again, I'd love to know what you think. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section. And until next time, this is the Helpful Dad saying thank you and God bless you.